Well, hello, and hello, Big Air Phil with another edition of Dude. What the fuck? Generation Z. I know, I complain about Generation Z and the younger generation all the time. All the older generations have always made fun of the younger generations, but you gotta wonder, is this Generation Z, are these younger people extra soft, extra fruity, extra sensitive, extra retarded? Dare I say? Oh, I did say it. I say it a lot on here. You might have noticed. You gotta wonder, right? Look, I when I was a kid growing up in the 80s, I thought the kids looked fruity then with that new wave shit they were wearing, right? I didn't wear that shit. I wore back then what I wear now, jeans and a t-shirt, okay? I am the new rebels. These kids are the establishment, okay? Don't be like this. Don't be like that, okay? Look at that. The first kid and the third kid, I think, are boys. Jesus Christ, I don't know. That's the thing. I don't know. Who the fuck knows anymore? You don't know what they are. They're all going to be turning into the goobacks like on South Park. They're going to speak one language. They're all going to look the same, and they're all going to take our jobs. They don't have any jobs. Fucking, if it ain't online, they ain't doing it. Look at that. They can't even talk to each other. They're standing next to each other. They're texting each other on their phones. Or on Discord or whatever fucking kids do nowadays. What the fuck do I know? But who's to blame for this soft, fruity generation? Can you imagine if we were at war? Would you want these motherfuckers on the front lines? Shit. They have to Google what a foxhole is. And then once they find out what it is, they have to Google how to dig a foxhole. Oh my God, I need a shovel. I got to Google what that is. What's a shovel? And by the time they figure that out, we gone. We are gone. But yeah, is this generation extra soft and extra fruity, or is it just me? Am I just noticing too much here? What is the cause of this? Is it all the plastics that's being ingested? Is it the chemtrails? Is it the bullfuck virus shots? What's going on here? What is it? Or is it social media engineering? I think we're getting warmer here. But there's people that use social media engineering as a tool of education, and those people would be single mothers, okay? Single mothers. Now listen, you single moms. Let me be a little more specific of the ones I'm talking about, okay? I am not talking about the ones who are in a bad relationship, okay? I'm not talking about the ones who had a husband, who left, maybe cheated on you, maybe abused you, maybe just got up and fucking left for no good goddamn reason, you know? I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about, or maybe he died suddenly, you know? I'm not talking about that. I am talking about the ones who have that feminist attitude of the last couple generations, who grew up with this, I don't need no man, grew up with that attitude, and primarily have kids for social media clout. The same reason they have pets, okay? You've seen them. Every time there's some breed of dog featured in a movie or in a popular TV series, every one of these dopey broads has one, right? And they put them right up on Instagram. Everybody's got, and then as soon as that TV show gets canceled or it's not hot anymore, you don't see that dog anywhere anymore. As a matter of fact, they go right back to the pound, right? They don't want to take care of these kids. They don't want to take care of these animals. They just want to look cool next to them. They want social media clout. Social media clout is pretty much the driving force nowadays for pretty much everything. Okay. But these kids, who is raising these kids? And there's a reason I don't say blame the parents, because in many of these cases, it ain't no parents. It's a single mom. It's a single narcissistic, self-centered, I don't need no man feminist type mom, okay? And God forbid she had a boy, because we keep hearing these stories about, this 9-year-old boy was not comfortable being a boy and it became a girl. No, though, it was not his decision. That was the mom's decision. The mom was pissed that the kid came out a boy. She wanted a girl. She hates men. She doesn't want to have a man in the house. Well, how did you get that kid in the first place? Did you just have a little one-night stand and say, listen, I need you to knock me up. I need a kid. Get the fuck out. Or was there artificial insemination going on? Whatever it was, I don't need no man. I don't need no man. I don't need no man. Okay, well, I don't need no man has produced a whole couple of generations of soft, fruity fucking kids. Okay, so let's look at an example of one of these moms. Okay, now her beef apparently, and if you believe her story, again, this is the internet here. They press record. They could just be lying fucking off the top of their head, because that's all they got in there is lies and mainstream media fucking oatmeal, just like a big bowl of diarrhea going on in there. Well, her problem is her 4-year-old daughter had the police department come visit her, and then show the flashing lights and shiny badges and stuff, and stuff that kids like, right? And she has a problem with it because she thinks it's leading to the idolization of the police. And of course, she brings up a couple of examples of why we should not idolize the police, because she is a guilty white liberal. Check it out.
All right, how are we talking police to our children?
Okay, well, before we address that idiotic question, let's look at the caption here. In need of help. White moms, how are we addressing police with our children? You shouldn't be. Just like you should be addressing sex and all this other nonsense at an early age. You figure out when the right time is to do that. And if you want to have them not deal with the police, teach them right from wrong, Then you won't be having to worry about the police, okay? But look at her. She's got guilty white lib written all over. It's in her voice. It's in her mannerisms. It's in her facial expressions. And you know who she's voting for in November.
Yeah, my daughter yesterday showed up with a little sticker.
Now, again, you got to believe she actually has a daughter, okay? And I'm sure the daughter loves that you're putting her business out on fucking social media. She's 4 years old. Keep it to yourself. They can't. They have to get the sympathy likes, and they have to get the other Karen moms. Oh, yeah, girl, I know what you talk about, girl. It's embarrassing. And again, that is why we have this generation of little Fruit Loops all over the fucking place.
To my white moms. All right, how are we talking police to our children? Yeah, my daughter yesterday showed up with a little sticker that looked like a police badge.
Oh my God, a sticker that looked like a police badge. Oh my God, the police passed out toys to the kids. Yeah. Meanwhile, you motherfuckers have no problem with drag queen Stoyer. You don't have a problem with some 300-pound hairy dude in a dress swinging his nuts in the class. That's okay. That's okay because it pisses off the Republicans or something, right?
Apparently, the police just showed up at her daycare. They ran their lights. They're like, whoop, whoop.
Yeah, because kids like lights and shiny things. Hello. Anybody ever tell you that? What did you like when you were a kid? Or did you have your head up your ass that far back?
We're here. And they were passing out badge stickers like they were candy. My daughter got to hold a walkie-talkie. She came home. She said, Mom, I'm a junior.
Oh, my God. She got to hold the walkie-talkie. Imagine if she got to hold the gun. Oh, boy. This chick would have a much funnier speech.
Ranger, I need a police car. I was like, what the? Okay. We all know that.
Okay, Mr. Mackey. Okay.
My child's experience with the police is going to be vastly different than children that don't look like her.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go, guilty white lib. Here we go. All those poor people of color. If these police had visited the black school, they would just immediately have beaten the shit out of them and arrested them all. Where? They don't do that to my daughter because she's white. Where? You knew she was going there with this. They can't help themselves. They are addicted to the nonsense on CNN and MSNBC and social media. And it's just filled their fucking otherwise empty heads with all kinds of fucking nonsense. It's like a stew of fucking bullshit. And they have to press record and air out their miserable fucking bullshit, which you probably just made up. But yeah, please continue. Yes, Joe Biden. Poor kids are almost as smart as white kids, right? Right? Going there with this?
We all know this, okay?
We all know this. Yes. We are the elitist liberals. We know all. We know everything about the black community, even though we are scared shitless of the black community. I would love to see you in the black community. By the way, since you're addicted to the mainstream media, you must know that this is Black Restaurant Week everywhere, right? Have you eaten in a black restaurant? Do you know where your black-owned restaurants are? Have you ever been in one? Have you ever eaten a soul food fucking dinner? Nope. No? Well, okay, then you could just shut right the fuck up.
And I need to make sure I crush.
I've even done that, and I've done that when I was a kid. So, nah.
The idolization of police.
Idolization of police. Nobody idolizes the police. You can keep your kids out of the police cars. Again, teach them right from wrong. Don't fill their heads full of liberal nonsense. That's what gets them into trouble. And then they start thinking, I could say fuck you to the police and I could throw shit at them and then nothing will happen to me, especially because I'm a white kid and they don't touch us. Shit. Shit, you should see some old police footage from the 70s, 80s. They beat the fuck out of anybody that fucked around with them. There was FA and FO a long time ago.
Her. Nope, not happening. Because God forbid I raise a child that sees someone get murdered in the broad daylight by the police and blames that person.
I believe we have a George Floyd reference there, of course. They can't help themselves. You have never seen anybody murdered by the police yourself. Neither has your kid. You haven't even seen it on television. All right? You saw all the crooked footage. You saw all the narratives and the talking points belched out by the fucking media to incite a race riot, and that's exactly what the fuck happened. Fucking half of Minneapolis burned down to the ground. And you're still going on. You still have such white guilt because you can't get yourself away from the mainstream media and social media bullshit and learn to think for your fucking self. Just go outside and actually see the real world for what it is. All right? But you guilty white libs are never going to help the situation, ever. You guilty white libs are flaming the fires and through all this virtue signaling you're doing, and nobody wants it. Black folks, white folks, nobody. Shut up.
The police were just doing their job. No.
No. Those men are not going to come anywhere near my daughter. Drag queen story hour, perfectly okay. The police, because George Floyd, Black Lives Matter. I bet she marched for Black Lives Matter. I bet she marched for abortion rights. I bet she went to a Kamala Harris fucking rally. Or whatever they call those.
So, moms, what resources are we using? What books? What talking points?
Talking points. Oh, well, there you go. Tell me you're addicted to fucking mainstream media without telling me. You need talking points. You can't just, I don't know, come up with thoughts off the top of your head, your own opinion. You need somebody's talking points. You need the official DNC talking point. You should not be having kids. And whoever knocked you up, fuck that guy. Fuck that guy. If indeed there was a guy. You just didn't run into the sperm bank with $15.
How do we discuss this? I had no idea it started this early. She is 4.
Again, they got no problem with drag queens coming in. No problem with that whatsoever. Oh, they love it. You march in there with them, wave the little flags. I've seen you. But the police with their shiny lights and their fucking badges, where, white patriarchy, cisgender, where. Oh, God, people like you should not have kids because they raise kids like that. And to that I say, dude, what the fuck? Thank you very much for tuning in. I do appreciate each and every one of you. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell. If you're here on YouTube, you want to follow me on Rumble, you certainly can. Big Airfield Podcast. Follow me on those social medias over there. And check out my live streams every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Pacific time. Check out my gaming content. I do that often on Thursday nights and also on weekend mornings. Check out my playlist. Go to the live gaming section. You got a plethora of stuff and stuff and stuff and stuff and stuff. And all right. And until next time, dude, what the fuck?